This video is all about categories part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, we covered creating custom categories, as well as general strategies for how many categories to use. In this video, we're going to break down how to split transactions between categories. Like what if you make a purchase for Amazon, part of it's for your home, parts for vacation. You need a way to split up that purchase. We'll also look at creating savings goals, as well as how to deal with warning signs that you might get with savings goals, bills, or income. All right, let's jump in. Now first, we're going to start with splitting a transaction. Now, as we already talked about in the categories part 1 video, we'd recommend that you create categories that can share different types of transactions. Like within groceries, you could share food, personal items, maybe even pet food. Or a home maintenance fund could cover general home repairs and HVAC. However, at some point, you're likely going to need to split a transaction between two categories. That's where split comes in, so let me show you how to do it. All right, if we go to transactions, I made a purchase from Kroger for $30.03. Let's say while I was there, I bought a couple food items and maybe a small gift for a friend of mine. When I tap on the transaction, down here it says that the transaction is uncategorized. So let's choose a category by tapping it. Within spending, let's tap on groceries. Now it just shows the whole $30 transaction going into groceries, unless we tap split transactions within the categories section. Then we can choose, say, gifts. Right off the bat, one goal is going to associate the whole transaction with the first category that you choose. So in this case, groceries. Let's change that. It's automatically set up to split by amount. So that makes it easy for us to just say, let's change gifts to $10. And that will automatically change groceries to the remaining $20.03. You can also tap on split by amount and change it to split by percent. Then you can do an even 50-50 split if you want, and you don't even have to do the math. Now you can actually split a transaction across more than two categories. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because it can get kind of confusing. I'll speak from experience because I've done it a few times. Let's tap save and it's categorized. Keep in mind, if you're splitting a ton of transactions, you may have too many categories and you might benefit from combining some of the categories just to make it a little bit easier on you to keep up with your one goal plan. Now, when it comes to savings categories, you can actually create savings goals, which makes it easier to ensure that you're saving enough every week or month. For example, let's go to our plan and tap on the savings tab. It shows us all of our savings categories. Let's tap on vacation here at the top and then tap edit category. Now, as you look down these lines, you can see that it repeats every month. That means every month it's going to put $200 towards your vacations. But we're taking a camping trip next July. I'm thinking it'll cost about $2,000 total. If I change how often this repeats from every month to one time, I can tap this toggle just below it and set a goal date. Now I can change it from its automatic date to July 20th of 2025, which is the first day of our trip. Save. Now we're going to go back to the goal amount and change it to the total $2,000. And here at the bottom, it shows that we need to fund the savings goal on a weekly basis with $45.36. Let's tap save. Now, if you have envelopes turned on, you might get a warning sign if you aren't putting enough money into a fund on a weekly basis. Let's see if we do. We're going to tap the top left 3 lines, go to envelopes, and then we're going to tap on the savings tab and scroll down. There's vacations and there's a warning sign on there. And the goal of these signs is to show you where your actual savings doesn't match where you should be in order to hit your goal. Like for vacations, it looks like we're 16 cents behind schedule in order to hit our $2,000 goal by the time we leave for vacation. We're going to resolve that by tapping the warning sign, which will come up with the Move Money portal. Now you can select any category where you want those funds to come out of. You can pull it out of your runway if there's extra funds in there. Ideally though, you'll find those funds in another category that actually has more funds than it needs. That way you can keep building up your runway and thus more margin in your financial life. We're going to tap on select category. Let's go with auto maintenance. It's going to take that 16 cents from auto maintenance, throw it in vacations. Now we tap Move Money. Vacations is back on track. And now you know how to split transactions and create new savings goals. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any tutorials. And for more one goal tutorials, check out these videos next.